drop your weapons. I need a weapon. Fight for the Empire. I need a weapon.
Yes. Thank you, Trooper.
All right, man. Load your weapon.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Yeah, speaking of brother, my brother comes in today. It's very windy out. Shut up!
Drop your weapons.
My brother's coming in today with his wife.
Fight for the Empire.
Fight for the Empire. It's very, very windy. It was cold. It was even cold. The newspaper didn't show up, so I'm just going to do this without the newspaper because it took a long time to show up and a long time to set up. What? This mic better be working. This better. That's like.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Paliana. So there's a lot in the news. It's World Mental Health Day and World Homelessness Day. Yay! but what we're gonna do here is not forget. Today is Sunday, so I'm gonna do a little old and new out of. Quiet! Quiet! I had to do a little old and new because I think it's probably appropriate. I've been watching some of this demon show stuff with real exorcist stuff, and there's a lot of discussion. There's a lot more of that stuff. And it's like, the evil stuff is greater in the world. So we must keep our guard up. Anyways, believe what you will. I'm going to try to focus on this one. But I just want to do just random old, random new, and see what Venus Sanctus Spiritus, Venus Sanctus. See where we're guided. This particular Bible has been just, I don't know. It just comes up with stuff. Well, there's, I don't know. Read on. Oh, Psalms. Okay, Psalms. Just a little bit. These are long. Psalms 105. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, call on his name, make known his deeds among the peoples. Sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wonderful works. Glory in his holy name, let all the hearts who seek the Lord rejoice. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. Remember the wonderful works he has done, his miracles, the judgments he's uttered. Oh, offspring of the servant Abraham, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. It went longer. Okay, we'll find a little bit of the new. Yay, sing. Yay, we're homeless this day. Okay, don't bend pages. I don't want to be bent. I'm taking the same thing. Okay, so the new is kind of over here somewhere. We want some rubric stuff. That's Corinthians. Not a Paul fan. Oh, here's some rubric. No, Paul has some good stuff. It's weird. Okay. Let's look at the end of this thing. I guess it's it's 2. I guess it's the end of 1. Chapter 140. Freaking 40. Let's start down here where it's red. Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." And when Jesus saw that Nathanael was coming toward him, he said of him, "Here is truly an Israelite, in whom there is no deceit." Nathanael asked him, "Where did you get to know me?" Jesus answered, "I saw you under the fig tree before Philip called you." Nathanael replied, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus answered, "Do you believe because I told you that I saw you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than these." And he said to him, Very truly, I tell you, you will see heaven opened and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. Ah! Thanks, God. Now you know where we get these UFO reports from ancient astronauts. So, here we go. This is the headline. I'm gonna go. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Holy crap. No, it can't be. Now I gotta do subtraction. 6 minus 26. Yes, here's the headline of the day. And, wait, we don't need that, but we do need... Oh, no, it's reloading. And look at this delay. Oh, my gosh. What's going on? I'm having trouble with this program. Something's weird. I got too many things running on it, maybe. That's the problem. See the... See the storm. See the storm. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's get to it. Okay, this way. Oh no. Ah, crap. Okay, this way. This way. One more time. What happened? Okay, this is what this is. HTA, Hawaii Tourist Association, is giving like $9 million to Hawaii Visitors Convention Bureau because they're trying to figure out we need lots of tourists and we got to manage it. And down here is a picture of waves eroding beachfront on the Big Island, and it says expired burrito sandbags litter the North Shore beaches. These aren't, it's not depicting burritos here, and it's saying something about Lani Kea or something. So this is Sunset Beach. This is North Shore. They got these pictures on them, and these burritos, it's like a giant sandbag. That's what it is, and they, I guess, expire like Taco Bell. I don't know, but erosion is a problem because it goes underneath in the houses and the walls, and they fall into the ocean, and the people, oh, my house is gonna fall in the ocean, and it's coming up winter. And you know what that means? It means big waves in the North Shore. That's what that means. Big waves. This is what this stuff is. It's like, and here, back in the day, yeah, in 1990, these two kids are riding on a horsey. Get on the pony and ride the horsey. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee. And it's somewhere in like, whatever, something ranch, Waimanalo. Beehive is the horse, and the ranch of Waimanalo. Wow, isn't that cute? Okay, next. That was about as interesting as that. Okay, moving on. Modern vaccine, Moderna's vaccine. Come on, we don't want. There's this old depot station in Maine, teleported. There's the beach. Oh no, here come the big waves that take away my house. And the Joe Bell Prize didn't do much for the journalists there in Russia. This is another picture. Oh look, it's North Shore. See, that's North Shore. This is the one that says not Lani Kea, but it's kind of like trying to manage, quote, over tourism. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the big something, what was it? Bootleg. Yeah, bootleg fire, the giant fire. There's like dead trees. And here's Venice. It's in Italy. I'm just joking. But this is a story. I was like, oh gosh. I'm waiting for the paper and I'm watching this thing. But honestly, it deserves... Oh, what? You kidding me? How come you do that? What's wrong with you? Hey, this thing... Now I gotta go all over again. Okay, back to Venice. It's a thing about tourism, right? Where are we going? Okay. Do we still have that? Alright. I'm gonna do this all over again. See, I do this in the morning, and it's exactly when everyone else is logging into this website, which is another thing. Hey, but I'm not here to bring you problems. It's all Pollyanna here. I'm here to bring you the cool stuff. Venice has tourists, but Just figure, you know what? Hawaii can maybe learn, right? Because the Venice is doing something, right? What are they doing? Well, they're obviously not playing with this website, or maybe they are. What the heck? Come on back here. All right. Venice, Italy. Ah, Venice. The pandemic chased away visitors. Visitors allows themselves to dream a different city, one that belongs much to them. The tourists who crowd them in the stone piazzas, cobblestone alleyways, or even apartments. So they go out, it's all pandemic, and I want to go outside, and I want to go visit, I want to go travel. And so they have bells and bell tops. I was once there when I was a little kid. My parents went traveling with all the kids, the 6 of us, and I don't know how they did that, but I remember this. I was young and directly become dominant soundtrack. Juicy dee bada dee play down sinking city in the dee Venice. Okay, now, so what's going on is the city people are taking control, and basically they're taking everybody's cell phones that go there, and then they're hooking them up to like high definition surveillance cameras all over Venice. And monitor every single person coming in, going out, trying to find out. This is management. This is tourist management. Like, some people go for a day and don't spend much money, and so they're going to charge them money. Other people, they're trying to figure out where they go and pay and do. But the thing is, it's like Westworld or something, or whatever Truman Show. It's everything's like they're like monitoring everybody. So the thing is, let's see. I can show you some of these. It's like declaring once and for all Venice is not a city but a museum, because he pay for. He says he works as a photographer. You have to go. Anyways, you have to pay money if you're there for a day. Venice is, by many measures, already a dead city. Yay! Let's go visit! Because they're frustrated. Look at this. The Venetians living there had to travel to the mainland to buy undershirts, because the souvenir shops are selling fake Murano glass that have driven up businesses catering to locals. They can't find stuff because they're like trying to... Anyways, I thought it was a little humorous. And there's Venice and the Grand Canal. But they're having kind of visitor tourist problems. Here they are. Polizia. The tourists. Don't buy that souvenir. So stupid. Alright, get moving on. And what else is going on? Alright. Oh wait, there's a big story. I'm not gonna jump around with these little stuff. Yeah, Texas A&M won. There was another good. There was a cool game there. This one. Yeah, I saw this one. Oklahoma beat Texas Longhorns. Alright, go move on. This guy. Surf and Sea on the North Shore. I'm in a 100-year-old building, and I'm from Florida, but it came. It was all terminating and stuff like that. I started, a long time ago in the 70s selling new surfboards. Okay, done featuring you now, because there's something else that's really important before we can get here. World Mental Health Day. Yeah, I joked about this the other day, but this one, World Mental Health Day, and they're featuring Colt Brennan. Remember Colt Brennan? Oh, what are you talking about? This guy is he overdosed. He'd overdosed on the fentanyl. It's like the new thing. It's really teeny tiny. It's an opiate. It's like super concentrated. Couple grains of salt, sort of stocking OD a person, and it's a painkiller, and it's getting trendy. People were getting it from doctors. Now they're getting it from black. It's like killing people. There's no safe way to use this, even in druggy addiction world. He tried and he died, but he had problems, eh? Oh, who doesn't? But the kind, this one, his sister talks about Colt's story. Now, I thanks a lot, sister. But they're hoping his story can help other people. But look at this. battling mind demons. Oh my god. I was like, oh, what the hell? What? Oops. I think the editing program might be working a little bit. Battling mind demons. Oh my god. And it's Colt. Apparently, he's got all kind of freaking problems, right? And so like, Mental World Health Day. Colt had a bad troubles with illness, addiction after Offer Hope. Okay. Too bad this guy, man. I mean, seriously. Okay, so University of Hawaii, San Jose, overtime, pouring rain. He was actually pretty good. I remember coming back from Hawaii. I'm coming back to Hawaii from Texas, back and forth a little bit. And I constantly see him on the news. It's like, yeah, this guy is really. I never followed it back then, but he was really cranking the arm. Quarterback, right? He was doing pretty well, and brought UH back into the spotlight, right? Most important battle. He died of drug overdose. Stop going basis. Sending me signals. May 11th. He died of overdose of a 10-year battle with addiction. Okay. He overdosed on the fentanyl. That was the last day, let's say, or right before the very end. But what happened before? Because he's now, how does one? If this is a story to help people, right? First piece of the puzzle is Kope, Hawaiian for coffee. This is lion coffee. It's supposed to be antioxidant. I don't know. It's supposed to be good, yeah? I don't know. First piece of the puzzle was his mental illness, which began in Colorado. I saw a documentary on this guy because I was figuring if I had this little thing up there. Yeah, he was a Colorado college student, right? And so he's I'm trying to be succinct about it, but the way I saw it when they were showing the thing, he's a college student. He's on the football team, and then even you can see it. You can look it up on YouTube too. There's like interviews, and believe what you want, but I kind of believe him because I've been in the college scene and I've seen some of these types of girls. They're really freaky, and they'll blow whistle on frickin' the slightest thing. So he's in someone's dorm room where they have all the students in the dorm room. And the girl asked him to leave, and he left, but not before the girl called the campus security, and it turned into handed over to the police, and then it was trespassing and sexual assault. It was like, what the hell? And people can do that to you. They can and it's happened to me recently. The overboard calling authorities and hype up the story, and it might not have been that at all. So he might have been he could have been a dick. He said he never touched her, but, maybe. But it wasn't anything really bad. You can tell it wasn't. But someone overreacted. Campus police, and then because of the arrest, he got kicked off the Colorado football team, and thus begins the spiral. Now, if you look at how these and they're calling that mental health, right? That's where the mental health thing, well, I don't know. So he's arrested and charged, multiple felonies, in trouble with the law. So he's 19. So he's 19 and that hits him. He's off the team. So he served a few days. And he never got over it. Probably because, when you're falsely accused, it's like difficult to sort of get over it. And so they're saying experienced PTSD. Like that kind of stuff happened to him. And it might not have even been like hand on the knee. I was falsely accused and I was in shackles in the back of a squad car for 3 hours. That was that's a little PTSD-ish right there. But I'm totally innocent. I had nothing to do with it. Someone came up to me and attacked me and scratched my eye, almost got me in the eye, and it was and all I did was go like that and slapped. And yeah. So anyways, he's PTSDing. He's using marijuana, smoked 2 joints in the morning, and this became his drug of choice. So here it is, smoking the marijuana, drinking. But I'm thinking that was his demise. He stands in the middle of the lowest stadium, 50, and they're saying the pressure, but he wanted to do the football. I don't think it was pressure from the football. He wanted to do really, really well, so he was pressuring himself. Self-medicating accident, and then there is exasperated after a car accident, suffering major head injury. So here you got the thing too. The story, don't let his little stories, see how stories get tweaked, you know, because he's on marijuana, he's on drinking, he did a car accident, suffered head injuries, but he was a passenger, and they were going in the morning with his girlfriend to yoga. They were gonna pick up some milk, go to yoga class. I don't know what the girlfriend, I don't know, but she was driving. So that has nothing to do with his not able to drive. And then this is probably a big thing. Brain injuries from, which is just adding on to it all. So, if you have some addiction, you're trying to get over some problems, and you're getting knocked in the head all the time. So then this all adds up, and his poor short confusion, repeated stories, question, irritable, often. Symptoms similar to dementia, so now they're labeling him demented. His brain's going, short-term memory, confusion, repeated stories or questions. He was irritable and often irrational. Hey, what's wrong with that? I'm that way. I'm not, I can be irritable. It's the same stuff applies to me. Or short-term, I don't know, not short-term memory. Oh no, I do. I got long-term memory, like freaking confusion. I don't know, it's confusing this morning. Okay. So anyways, they got him all. He never felt right. So he goes down the spiral where he's drinking, smoking, and then he tries something else that killed him. Boom. And that's Colt in his demise. Now, I was going to go for some insight letters to the editor, but since I spent a little feature on him, I think I'm over time. Yeah. So, anyway, they weren't that great letters anyways. So there's a bunch of family stuff coming up. Sorry, Colt. Don't take fentanyl. Don't even try. Don't do the drugs. Don't do the drugs. Don't do the alcohol. Alcohol's worse than drugs. It's subtle. Next thing you know, you never come back. Have a happy day! Aloha! Aloha! What am I gonna do? What's the... Oh, it's this one? No, this one. Okay, gotta go edit. Bye.